Let's go. We're live. Bayern Central. If it seems like I am dead tired, it's because I am dead tired. Muay Thai was just crazy today. My neck, if it seems like I can't keep my head up and that my head is back like this for a lot of the time, it's literally because I can't keep my head up for too long. My neck is so it's not even sore. My neck muscles are just so tired. The back of my neck just feels like jelly right now. We went really hard in the clinching at Muay Thai today. Oh gosh. I'm dying over here. I'm dying over here. But anyway, guys, let's just get into it. Today's news. Let's go. We ended here last night. We start with horrible news. I mean horrible news to start the day when I woke up. Gabriel Martinelli is one of several names Bayern are considering for their left wing role, but has not yet developed any further than that. Mikel Arteta values him, but if his sale could unlock a deal for one of Arsenal's remaining targets, that could change things. Reported by The Athletic, Gunner Blog. I mean, Martinelli again, I wouldn't mind a Martinelli transfer if he was coming in as a squad player. Like Martinelli off the bench, Martinelli being someone who is just happy to be on the bench and starting a couple games throughout the season would be a great option, but this guy will be coming to Bayern and trying to start. And I don't want Gabriel Martinelli anywhere near this starting 11 for Bayern, anywhere near it. I will, oh my gosh, you guys, my neck. I will I will quit football. I will quit. I will quit this club. I'll quit everything if Gabriel Martinelli is someone that is signed this summer as a starter. If he were to be signed as a squad player, listen, I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. But if he's getting signed as someone to be a key player in the team, I'm tying the rope. Anyway, news on Paul Wanner. Borussia Mönchengladbach are eyeing Paul Wanner as a potential replacement for Alessandro Pelea, who is set to join PSV. A loan deal is conceivable, but it remains to see whether Bayern are willing to let Wanner go after Musiala's injury. And for me, don't let him go. Keep him. Let him try and do something. In this 6-7 months, Musiala is going to be out. Let Wanner do something, bro. He has quality, and since he left Bayern and did his little loan spell at Heidenheim, bro, he put on some serious muscle mass. Like this kid has biceps now. Like he looks buff. Now, is this another Goretzka situation? I don't know. I hope not, but Wanner is a quality player, and I want to see him get a chance at Bayern, especially since Musiala is injured right now. So we need to keep him. This is a guy that's one of the youngsters that should be on the bench for us in the Bundesliga at the very least and should be getting some starts while we wait for Musiala to heal up back to 100%. So, yeah, keep. Don't sell. Loan, maybe, but 100% don't sell Paul Bonner. News on Volta. Well, kind of news related to Voltamata, you guys. My neck. My neck. Oh my gosh. Stuttgart have expressed their interest in Chelsea forward. Honestly, I forgot the bro was at Chelsea still. I forgot Armando Broja was still a Chelsea player. Stuttgart have expressed their interest in Chelsea forward Armando Broja. They see him as a potential replacement for Nick Voltemata. Why? Because Nick Voltemata will come to Bayern. Stuttgart will crack. Stuttgart will succumb to the power of FC Bayern München, and they will let their young star boy, Nick Voltemata, come to the biggest team in Germany, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they will not get in our way. So Voltemata, I'm just waiting for the here we go, and I'm waiting for you to be in that Bayern jersey within a month's time. You guys, my neck. And this is the big news of the day. I have to get in the gamer style. I have to get in a serious stance for this. This is the news for today. Bayern, reported by David Ornstein, and I think it's also been reported by Fabrizio and everyone. Bayern have submitted an official bid to Luiz Diaz from Liverpool. Bid worth 67.5 million euros, rejected immediately today. Liverpool valued Diaz at 100 million plus, which is crazy. Listen, Luis Diaz, for me, is like a 55 million max player. 100 million plus for Luis Diaz at 29 years old. Liverpool have lost the plot. Liverpool have lost the plot. They've lost the. If this is serious, if they really value it at more than 100 million euros, Liverpool have lost the plot more than Conor McGregor. And if you know, you know. The news and the Conor McGregor stuff that happened the last day, he's far gone. If Liverpool believe he's 100 million plus, they're even further gone. So we made an official bid. And I made a video, guys, about 2 weeks ago, saying Luis Diaz is a player we need to 1,000,000% avoid. And I stand by that. Bayern need to stay away from Luis Diaz. Sorry, something stuck in my teeth. They need to stay away. And the fact that 67.5 million euros was rejected immediately has me believe that Liverpool really want to try and get near the 9-figure mark. The 9-figure mark for Luis Diaz. That's wild. That's wild. So, listen, Liverpool, piss off. I mean, honestly, Liverpool, actually, thank you for rejecting us, because this is genuinely a player I don't want at Bayern. So, whatever offer we give, again, just keep rejecting Liverpool. So you're doing me a favor. So actually, Liverpool, congrats. And I'm all on your side. Reject. Keep Luis Diaz. He's such a fantastic player. He's just as good as Salah. He's the future of Liverpool. I swear to God, he's the future of Liverpool. Keep him, please. David Ornstein continues to write, even though he told him he wants to leave, Liverpool view Diaz as an important part of the plans for next season and beyond, which has been made clear to Bayern and Barcelona and other interested parties. So, again, man, my neck. I don't see it. Like, besides the little purple patches he gets, Luis Diaz gets, I don't see how he's this amazing 100 million plus euro player. That's wild to me. That's just not the case. He's a 60 million euro max. And the fact that we offer 67.5 million euros, Liverpool should have just taken the money and dipped. But these guys really want 100 million. You guys, my neck. Oh my God. It's actually so stiff and it hurts so much. Oh my God. Yeah. Fuck off, Liverpool. I think I'm going to make this a short stream because my neck is actually dying. Jason, what's up, bro? Check out Jason's channel if you're watching. He's got that football content. And he's got that anime content. Jason, do you watch One Piece? Right? You do anime content, right? You watch One Piece, Jason? Because I watched this weekend's episode and I cried. Kuma is one of the greatest anime characters written of all time. Kuma is, I sat here crying like a little girl at the last One Piece episode, and I'm not afraid to admit it because that was some of the most peak fiction ever written by a human. Ichiro Oda is greater than Shakespeare. Ichiro Oda is crazy. So you are gonna hate me, bro. But I never watched One Piece, but I know what that was Kuma's past, and wow. Bro, I'm telling you, oh my God. I can't keep my head on my shoulders and my hat keeps falling off. Bro, just watch it. Bro, no. Jason, stop. You can't watch the human. I hate that. I watched 2 episodes of that and I vomited. I have to be honest. I hate the human version of that show. Live action sucks. And again, like I said, Fabrizio Romano also reported 67.5 million bid for Luis Diaz from Bayern, and Liverpool rejected it outright. More news on Luis Diaz, reported by Jacob Benz, of all people. Liverpool's stance regarding Luis Diaz will only change if the money is simply too good to turn down. Diaz is open to joining Bayern. It has not gone unnoticed at Liverpool that Bayern had 100 million plus for Florian Wirtz and have need to strengthen further, having lost Jamal Musiala to injury. See, Liverpool, you guys are scumbag pieces of shit. Just because we had 100 million plus ready for Wirtz doesn't mean we're gonna drop 100 million on this bum Luis Diaz. This guy's 60 million euros max. Max. A realistic fair price for Luis Diaz is 50 million. 45, 50 million. You want 9 figures? Liverpool, you deluded small club. Get out of here. Get out of here, 100 million. Yeah, we had 100 million for Florian Wirtz, potential Ballon d'Or winner in his career and one of the brightest talents in all of football today. Luis Diaz does not fit that bill. He is a 29-year-old purple patch merchant. So Liverpool are delusional. Liverpool had told Bayern on July 2nd that Luis Diaz was not for sale. Nevertheless, Bayern believed the Colombian is keen to join them, hence they returned with a first official bid. Liverpool's position on Diaz has not changed. It remains to see whether Bayern will return with another offer. And for me, just don't. Just leave it in the past. It happened. It's a blemish that we actually tried to go for this bum Luis Diaz, but let bygones be bygones, and let's let Liverpool deal with that bum. Let's let Liverpool have to deal with that guy, because we're not going to. More Luis Diaz news. Okay, so I should have probably looked through these. I didn't know that we're preparing a new offer. Bayern are preparing a new offer for Luis Diaz after the first bid was rejected today. The transfer of Diaz remains Bayern's top priority. Horrible news. Horrible news. Horrible news. There's still no full agreement between Diaz and Bayern, but that's not expected to be a problem. Contract until 2029 or 2030. This is going to be the death of me. I hate this. I don't want this. God, really? Oh my God! So many One Piece fans that I know actually told me that the live action was better than the OG version since the OG had gotten a bit older. Listen, I just simply don't agree with these One Piece fans. It's just not. No, I can't agree with this sentiment. I can't. I need to check these fans' brains because I can't. But it's on my plans to start One Piece. Good. It's life changing. By the way, can you say some quick words for Bayern's performance at the Club World Cup and for Bayern's performance at the WC? Is that the Women's Club World Cup? I honestly didn't know that. There's a Women's Club World Cup and the World FC. Okay, what are these competitions? I'm confused. If you're talking about the Club World Cup, my take on Bayern's performance at the Club World Cup is that it was good. Like, given the injuries that we had, given the injury people that just came back from injuries, I was happy with it. I thought our game against PSG was impressive. Now, PSG did end up losing to Chelsea in the final 3-0, but I think it's just styles make fights, matchups. And I think, Bayern, if they were to play Chelsea right now, the result would not be the same as what PSG did because Bayern would be able to give Chelsea a more physical battle and not play into Chelsea's strengths so much. So I was happy with our performance overall. I think, shout out to that bum Leroy Sané. Thank gosh he's at Galatasaray right now. He really screwed us. We could have been on the easier side of the bracket, but instead, we went to the side of the bracket where we would run into PSG, where we would run into Real Madrid if he won the game. Leroy Sané just somehow still figured out a way to screw us in the last days of his Bayern career. So I was happy with it. I think it was also a good opportunity for the people at Bayern to see where we still need to strengthen. I think it's very apparent after the Club World Cup that we need to bring in left winger. It's very apparent that we need to bring in a player this summer that could play as a backup striker or as a backup number 10. Like a Nick Voltemata, if Nick Voltemata were to come, he is the ideal guy there. I think he was very clear that we also need to probably bring either another person into midfield as an option or another defensive player. But I think actually no. The key things I came away with there for this Club World Cup is that Bayern need basically 2 attackers more and maybe 1 more midfielder. The rest of this window. So I was happy with it. Obviously, I hate losing. It is what it is. We lost against PSG, but listen, the big takeaway really was Musiala's injury. And after Musiala's injury, I honestly didn't care if we lost 10-0 in that PSG game because that was just a massive, massive blow for us. So yeah, Zero, what's up, my boy? We're talking about this shitty ass fucking news about Luis fucking Diaz, this bum. We actually gave a bid, and these Liverpool bums, these delusional small club, Zero, this delusional small club, can you believe it? This delusional small club thinks Luis Diaz, they value Luis Diaz at 9 figures, 100 million euros. Delusional, small, puny, little club, Liverpool. Shame. Shame on Liverpool. What a joke of an institution. Joke of an institution. And this is even worse news right here. Bayern are preparing a new offer for Luis Diaz after the first bid was rejected. Why? Why are we so desperate? Why? Why? Keep rejecting us, Liverpool. Please keep rejecting us. You are saving this club from itself. You are saving this club from making a massive from making a massive mistake. Yeah, honestly, I don't have great thoughts on Luis Diaz. I think he's a purple patch merchant. I think this is a player that 60 million max, and a realistic price for me for Luis Diaz is 50 million. 50 million. That's a realistic price for me. Not 90, 100 million. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, Liverpool. So fuck off. And he wants it as well. Now, Zero, there's going to be news we're going to get to right now. I could see why Bayern wants him, but it's still not enough for me. Christoph Freund maintains close ties to the team and Vincent company. He's generally well received at Bayern. Freund has a particularly good relationship with the club's higher-ups, including Uli Hoeneß and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. CEO Jan Christian Driesen, who now plays a key role in many transfer negotiations, also values Freund. The latter's standing with the club's management is higher than that of Max Eberl. The next supervisory board meeting will take place August 25th, where the work of Eberl and Freund will be certainly assessed. So Eberl, your time is ticking, bro. Get to work and get on that fucking phone. More Luis Diaz news. Oh my god, it's just dominated by Luis Diaz, and I hate this guy. I don't want him. Bayern want to attack and try again for Luis Diaz. They believe Diaz can be a perfect signing and are not leaving the conversations. Liverpool believe Diaz is worth more than 67.5 million Bayern offered because they're delusional. Liverpool's a small team. They suck. They suck. I mean, how? How can a purple patch merchant be 100 million? How? Yeah, it's not that he's bad, Zier. It's the fact that he's just going to be someone that we bring in, and he'll most likely be in and out of form, which is not what we need. And even when he is on form, Zier, ask any Liverpool fan. He would still miss chances. He's not some clinical monster. No, bro, Liverpool, Zier, I think you and me are the similar age. I mean, Liverpool went 30 years without a league title. Liverpool is a team that at one point in the 2010s had a starting front two of Adam Lambert and Mario Balotelli with Fabio Borini behind them. I didn't forget those days of Liverpool. Liverpool fans think they just forgot about those dark 10 years that they had. I didn't forget. Liverpool, they just got back to the top of Europe the last 6 years. They just got back here. We've been here. Bayern been here. Our worst seasons the last 20 years are considered decent seasons at Liverpool. A trophyless season is tolerable at Liverpool. A trophyless season is tolerable. Our biggest clown moments were when we were in the Europa League, and that lasted 1 year. That lasted 1 year in the mid-2000s. 1 year. So Liverpool are not massive, bro. I see through the bullshit of Liverpool. I swear, they piss me off so much. Again, more. Even though they have not reached a verbal agreement with Luis Diaz, Bayern are confident that the Colombian would be willing to join them if they can reach an agreement with Liverpool. Initially, Bayern did not intend to offer more than a base fee of around 52 million pound, but it is understood that they will make another offer soon. Bro, I can't. Dude, why? I'm praying, bro. Liverpool, just reject the next offer. Just reject the best offer. Just reject the next offer. I will appreciate it. I will support you guys, and I will want you guys to win the Premier League if you just reject our next offer. I'm begging you. João Palhinha news. Inter are considering a move for João Palhinha. Bayern would be willing to negotiate a transfer fee of 25 to 30 million. He is 30 years old now. We did spend 50 million euros on him. Getting back 30 to 35 would be great. I think he could bring something to this Bayern team. I genuinely think he can bring something to this Bayern team because his profile is so different. I really do think Palhinha can still give something to this Bayern team. But if he ends up staying at Bayern, he needs to take advantage of any chances he gets. Any minutes he gets, he needs to take advantage. Yeah, Meron, Kuma. If you know, you know, bro. That's one of my new goats, Kuma. More Vanner news. Paul Vanner sees no chance to develop at Bayern if he stays next season. The 19-year-old would like to be loaned out again. A permanent sale with a buyback option is also a possibility. Okay, if he wants to be loaned out, cool. But I don't see that. Like Vanner, you're telling me with Musiala, the starting number 10, out for 7 months, you see no chance to develop at Bayern the next season. You see no opportunity to establish yourself in the team and get some good minutes. I don't know who is in his ear. I don't know who's in his ear telling these things, but bro, there is a chance. Unless you think you're not better than Gnabry, get the fuck out of my club. Get out of my club, Paul Vanner. I do rate you as a talent, but if you don't think you're better than Gnabry in big 2025, you're cooked. Get out of here. We don't need you. You are better than Gnabry. I know you're better than Gnabry. But bro, dig your feet into the ground, 10 toes down, and prove yourself at this fucking club. Why do these youngsters want just easy roads into the starting 11 without any struggle? Why? Man doesn't even want to prove himself like I thought he would. Heidenheim proves it. Yeah, and it's not like Vanner was tearing it up for Heidenheim. Like, he had some very good games, but he had some stinkers. He can realistically play right now. That's what I'm saying. I do think he's better than Gnabry, but if he sees no chance to develop at Bayern this season, he is telling me right now, I don't think I can even get into this team over Gnabry. What kind of self-confidence is that? No self-confidence in Paul Vanner. You are better than Gnabry. Go to the fucking training ground and prove it, because I know you can make an impact this season. I know you could get some good minutes, but the kid doesn't believe in himself. I don't know who's in his ear telling him this bullshit, but if it's his agent, fire him. If it's his parents, find new parents. I don't know. Get adopted, because I'm just kind of shocked at the mentality of some of these young dudes at Bayern, man. I'm just shocked. So Vanner, bro, cool. You put on some muscle, but let's put on some muscle in your brain and let's strengthen your fucking mental fortitude, bro. Jesus. This is confirmed. Bayern will host Olympic Lyon at Allianz Arena in a preseason friendly on August 2nd. Cool. Cool, I guess. Good, decent competition. Maybe if we haven't made any big signing yet, this would be a good chance for us and the club to see Malik Fofana firsthand, because he would obviously play in this game. If we haven't signed a left winger by then, I hope Malik Fofana plays in this game. He balls out, and Vincent Kompany goes like, I need that young guy. I need that young black baller in my team. I need this young black excellence in my team, because that kid's good. Malik Fofana, that kid's a baller, bro. But the club just doesn't see it. Another option in the left wing that I'm just surprised the club is not seeing. They're not even approaching. A kid that has Bayern in his blood, Bayern in his heart. Kenan Yildiz. Why are we not ringing up Kenan Yildiz and saying, bro, we fucked up. Bro, we messed up. We want you to come back to this club and start on the left wing. Because, bro, I'm hearing Kenan Yildiz, his contract is until 2029. I'm hearing Juventus want to extend him to 2020 to 2032. Bayern should be all over Kenan Yildiz. If we're gonna spend big money like we are again on Luis Diaz, we should be spending that on Kenan Yildiz. So again, the club, honestly, put me in charge. Give me Max Eberl's job, and I would cook. Yeah, Jason, bro, Yildiz is amazing. He's the best player. He's the best player at Juventus. He is, and Zir, you know it too. Yildiz, Gio would probably even tell you too. Uh, I don't get it. Why spend all this money trying to entice Luis Diaz when we could bring a Bayern kid, Bayern in his blood, Bayern in his heart, Kenan Yildiz? You think he wouldn't jump at the opportunity to come back to Bayern and be a starter on the left wing? Bro, he would salivate for that. He would get on his hands and knees to come back to Bayern and be on that starting wing with Musiala to his right, with Olise on the other side of the field. If it's not on Kenan Yildiz, why is our money and energy not going into Rodrigo? Why? Why is our money? Why are we not even making phone calls and monitoring? Zir, even better, why are we not even monitoring or making calls or snooping around the Vinicius Jr. situation? What's that all about? Why not Rodrigo, but also why not Vinny Jr.? There is something brewing there. Vinny Jr. can leave Real Madrid if it's this season, after next season. That guy will not be at Real Madrid long term since Mbappe is there. I know it. Why aren't we ringing up Rodrigo or Vinny Jr.'s agent? Why aren't we snooping around that? It's not like we never signed players from Real Madrid. Where did Ian Robin come from? He came from fucking Real Madrid. Where did Xabi Alonso come from? He came from Real Madrid. We've bought players from Real Madrid in the past. His attitude reeks. I agree. And you know what? Maybe I'd rather have Rodrigo. Who would I have? Rodrigo and... Yeah, honestly, actually, maybe I'd probably want Rodrigo. Vinny is a fucking drama queen. I would have Rodrigo, but even then, we should still be scoping out that Vinny Jr. situation. We should be. We should be scoping out that Vinny Jr. situation, in my opinion. Beginning of season schedule, Bayern summer schedule, 28th of July, start of preseason. Then we have the August 2nd friendly against Lyon, August 7th friendly against Tottenham. Then we have the friendly against... Someone is revving the car outside my house. Fucking assholes. Then we have the Super Cup against Stuttgart. Then we have match day one. You can read. I'm not gonna read all that, but that's the start of our season schedule. This is a little graphic by Marca. Clubs that earn the most from kit sponsoring. Real Madrid, top of it, 260 mil. We're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place behind all the teams above us. We get 60 mil from Adidas, 50 from Deutsche Telekom, and 12 from Allianz. Bro, we could be making this kind of money, 200 million at least. I don't know. Like, this is like, look at the money here, 260 and we're at 123. That's 130 million extra for Real Madrid from just the sponsors. That's crazy, bro. So maybe we should look into our sponsors a little more. Bayern bosses have no intention of letting Christoph Freund leave the club. Great. Don't care. Let's move on from that whole story. Max Eberl and Vissel Company in particular are convinced of Xavi Simons and see him as a potential immediate reinforcement. Leipzig are ready to sell the Dutchman and want 60 to 70 million. But there's talk that the price could be driven down as little as 50, which is cool, which is great. However, Simons is only considered as an alternative to Nick Voltemade and Luis Diaz. He would be an option if either of the priority deals fell through, since he can play in attacking midfield and on the wing. And like I said, when I'm looking at our options to boost the team, I would prefer an Nkunku over Xavi Simons, because Xavi Simons' best position is not left wing. It's at the 10, and if he were to come to Bayern, you're not going to be the starting 10. Yeah, bro, interest. Just sign someone. Get a fucking deal through. Like, we made 2 good deals at the beginning of the summer, Jonathan Tah and Tom Bischoff. But now that the summer window is actually open, we're like a teenager about to sleep with a woman for the first time. We are folding. We are crumbling. I mean, those are interesting ones. Giuliano Simeone, Lee. I just don't think Simeone would leave Atletico. I mean, he's playing with his dad as the coach. I don't think he would leave Atletico, honestly. So, but interesting options there. Iran Kunda interview, whatever. Don't care. We sold him to Watford. More Luis Diaz. Viso Company had a video call. This is the last bit of news for the night. Viso Company has had a video call with Luis Diaz. The Colombian said yes to Bayern and informed Liverpool of his desire. LFC have already been aware of the last few months of Diaz's desire to leave. Now the clubs have to agree a fee within Bayern, important figures to support the transfer. He's not seen as a transfer for the future, but one that immediately makes the team better and helps them compete at a higher level with his quality and international experience. Bullshit. Straight bullshit. This guy, Xavi Simons, would make our team better than Luis Diaz. I am confident in that. Xavi Simons would come in and make our team better. Kenan Yildiz would come in and make our team better. Nick Voltemade would come in and make our team better. Ademalo Lukman would come in and make our team better. Rodrigo would come in and make our team better. For me, Luis Diaz is like 7th, 8th option, not top option. This club, dude, this club is pissing me off. And I guess this news, I didn't see this news as we were scrolling up, but I guess a huge motivation for getting Luis Diaz is that he does not garner a huge wage. Apparently, at Liverpool, he only makes 3 million a year, 4 million a year. If he came to Bayern, he would make somewhere around 6 to 7 million a year, and he would be a starter. And one of the goals of the club is to restructure the wage bill and lower it while still bringing in quality players. So I think that's really the main motivation. If Luis Diaz was going to be asking for 15 million wage, we wouldn't be going for him. But because his wage bill will be so low, that is definitely the main reason why we're going after Luis Diaz. But for me, quality-wise, he's 7th choice, 8th choice in all honesty. He's 7th or 8th choice in all honesty. So, yeah. Luis Diaz, huh? If this is the signing we make, listen, I'll tell you this. If we sign Diaz, I won't write it off. I will give him a chance. I'm not just going to try and be a negative Nancy. I will ride with it, and I'll give him a chance. But the moment I see the same Diaz I've seen at Liverpool the last 3 years, I'm going to tell you I told you so, and I'm going to tell you I'm not surprised. But listen, if we sign him, I won't be a doomsday merchant about it. I'll give him a chance, but it's just, for me, he's 7th string, 8th string. Like, bring me Voltemade, bring me Simmons, bring me Nkunku, like Rodrigo, Lookman. Bring me these guys, not Luis Diaz. Yeah. And that's it for today's news. I would talk more about it. I would go more into depth in these topics, but because of my Muay Thai training today, guys, I can't keep my neck straight. I need to go rest this shit. So, Bayern, they're tugging on my strings. They're tugging on my fucking strings. They're pissing me off. Thanks for joining, Zir. Thanks for joining, Jason, and making this a quick one tonight. I'm going to get some nice sleep. And I'll probably be back on Thursday night for another stream talking about all the news the next 2 days. Yeah, again, I would give him like 10 games. Give him until like October, November to have some sort of impact. I would give him until October, November to have some sort of impact. Yeah, Jason, let's talk soon. Big up Zero, big up Jason. Thanks for joining, guys. I'll see you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Zero, also let me know about the Sunday show. I'm gonna be free for the Sunday show. If we're still hitting up that Sunday show on Zero's channel, let's do it. And yeah, Jason, bro, if I know we tried to get something done the last couple times, it didn't work out, but My DMs are open, so hit me up. I'm going to bed. Peace.